I'm a really shy person, so that can make things difficult, especially whenever you're taking the step to go overseas and be around people who speak a completely different language than you, and then still having to like step out of your comfort zone. But I think that in Christ, like, we're free to do that, and like in our weakness, He is made strong. And so you just have to like step out in faith. We have to know that it's really not anything that we do that attracts people to Jesus. Like we just have to be there and be faithful, and then God will do the rest. So a midterm mission trip is when you serve at a specific location around the world for 2 weeks to 2 years. I decided that was just kind of my next step. Like, I have gone on a lot of short-term trips, 2-week trips here and there, and I wanted something deeper. I was exposed to like the knowledge of unreached people groups at a young age, and I feel like once you have knowledge about something, like, you have a responsibility to do something about it. During my time in CA, I had a really awesome conversation with my friend Layson. My partner and I were at an English club, and really that was the only way that we could really meet people, was at an English club, because we knew people spoke English and we spoke hardly any of the language. So there wouldn't have been really good gospel conversations at all with somebody who didn't speak any English. So I saw this girl sitting across the room, and I told my partner, like, oh, we need to go talk to her. And so we just walked right up to her and introduced ourselves and just started having a conversation out of nowhere. And she became one of our best friends while we were there. We went to her family's village for a weekend and met her parents, and just got to experience some of her culture. But her family was Muslim. She says that she doesn't want to be religious anymore. There have been a few conversations that we had with her where she said that she didn't have any hope, and that, her life was just kind of a drag, and, was just hopeless. But she went to church with us, and she just was blown away, couldn't believe how different it was than anything that she had ever experienced. And after the service, she asked me, they look, like, during worship, like, they look like so free, and they look like they had their hands up and they were worshiping God. And like, she just couldn't believe it, because all of everything that she had ever known was, super structured and legalistic, and there was like no personal relationship. So when she saw believers worshiping and having a personal relationship, like, it just kind of, I think, really took her off guard. And I shared the gospel with her right there, and she didn't accept, but she said, I wish I had like this freedom that you talk about. I wish that I had it. CA is a very hopeless and dark part of the world, and there aren't a lot of people going because they know that it's hard. But I don't think that fact should stop people from wanting to go, because we're told not to live in fear. He said that He is with us always, and so with that, we have a faith and a hope that, okay, whatever happens, like, He's with us. And even though things might be scary, like, we're called to go. Like, you're called to go, and He doesn't put conditions on it. Like, He didn't say, you're called, but only to the safe places. Like, you're called, but only to the easy places. And like, our mission as believers is to go to all nations. Even our smallest efforts are a big impact, especially in a place that there's hardly no gospel influence. So even if people aren't going themselves, they need to pray for workers to go, specifically to CA, because it is such a large area with hardly any believers. I definitely think that there's a need for people to serve midterm. God showed me that He loves His people, that He loves the nations, and that His work is going to be done whether or not we come alongside Him or not. So why not join him in the work that he's doing, even if it's hard.